If you guys have been paying attention to the news at all, you probably heard that last week Robert Mueller indicted 13 actual Russian human beings with meddling in our 2016 presidential election. But something that you might have missed or just be totally confused about is why this week Mueller indicted some Dutch attorney with a last name somehow even more complicated than mine. Well, that Dutch attorney, Alex van der Zwel, has been charged with making false statements to the FBI regarding his conversations with former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. You see, he told the FBI that the last time he ever spoke to Manafort was in August of 2016, when, in actuality, he spoke to him in September too. I know. Bombshell. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but lying to the FBI, big or small, is a crime. But what Mueller's actually after here is to charge van der Zwel with something that he does have to plead guilty to in order to get him to cooperate and hopefully flip on Paul Manafort. Mueller is after Manafort for some shady dealings that he and van der Zwel had with former Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych. If Mueller can get van der Zwel to flip on Paul Manafort and therefore get Manafort to cooperate with the investigation, he's one step closer to getting to Kushner and the Trumps themselves. Yeah, this is all really interesting, exciting, disturbing, all at the same time, but we want to take a step back here. I don't want all of us getting all excited that Mueller's gonna ride in like some white knight and somehow when all is said and done, throw Trump in jail, because it's probably not going to happen. Here's why. At the end of the day, Mueller is an employee of the Department of Justice. And the Department of Justice has a long-standing rule that they do not indict sitting presidents. Clinton wasn't, and Nixon wasn't. So when he's done with the investigation, he will probably take that case file and give it to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Rod Rosenstein will review the evidence, release what he thinks he has to, and then take that and bring it to Congress and leave it up to them to decide what to do. And since this is probably all going to be wrapped up before November, that means it's going to fall into the laps of our favorite spineless puddles of pasty flesh, Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell. And if you think those two assholes are going to review the evidence and tell their Republican majorities to vote out the orange cave dweller that passes legislation without even reading it, you're out of your mind. They're not going to. They're going to say thank you so much for this and then throw it in some drawer somewhere until after the elections in November. So no, we're not going to have Mueller save the day. But what we do have is an election this year. What we do have is over a year of really shitty legislation and policy. And what we do have is more Democratic candidates than ever before pissed off about that legislation and wanting to take those seats away from those Republicans. So, what can you do about it? Well, first off, figure out who represents you in your district. If it's a Democrat that you like, support the hell out of them. Donate as much money as you can and tell your friends and family to do the same. If there's a Republican representing your district, find out what Democrats are running against them. There's probably a lot of them. Research them, find one you like, and tell your friends and family to support that person. And then go to rallies, go to debates, and in November, go vote. There's a good chance we can win the House back. Maybe we can win the Senate back. Hell, maybe we can win both. But until then, there is so much more we can focus on changing right now. We still have 800,000 dreamers who have no idea if and when they could be deported. The president's infrastructure plan keeps getting derailed because he can't go 2 weeks without a national scandal. And to this week, he is implementing policies to undermine Obamacare. Yeah, still. So pick up the phone, dial 202-224-3121, and call your senators.